What's up, guys? Um, it's me again with your weekly Raw review. I know I keep promising you guys videos. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't got no excuses. Wasteman alert. So, just been doing a number of different things. Mine's everywhere, a lot of personal shit going on. Part of which is including thinking about moving and getting stuff organised for that. So I can only apologise if I haven't done as many videos as I promised to do. Um, my challenge to myself is to try and do as many as possible, only because it could take a couple of weeks to get internet sorted in my new place, get my new place sorted. So, in general, I'm just trying to bash out as many videos as possible. Um, but I guess I'm gonna do the Raw review from yesterday. So that'll be October 7th, um, 2013. It's from Pittsville. Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh? I don't know, Kurt Angle's fucking hometown. I'm British, what do you want from me? Crowd was alright. Weren't that special. But I actually thought the show was alright. Didn't waste too much time. I don't think the matches were that good, but I thought you got quite a few advancements in storylines, and obviously when you have so many pay-per-views and they have another one in 3 fucking weeks, I suppose you have to start advancing storylines pretty rapidly, and we got to know quite a few things off the back of the show. So I suppose from that point of view, it achieved its objective. Kicking off the show, Stephanie and Bigshow in the ring. I'm not going to review Battleground. I didn't bother watching it. It was free for us here in the UK, and I still didn't bother watching it. So it goes to show you, I had zero interest in Battleground, apart from the Cody Rhodes Goldust versus the Shield match, which I actually bothered watching. Um, and yeah, and the Rhodes won, they kept their job, and that was good. But another angle that they worked from that show, which I didn't see the match, was Bigshow. Apparently, he interfered in the match, knocked out both Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan. Basically, Steph was acting like, she was pissed off with Bigshow, which I guess she was, for knocking out Randy Orton. Um, she was making out that he ruined the match for everybody. He should, apologise to everybody, or whatever. And Big Show was like, well, knocked out Randy Orton because I felt like knocking out Randy Orton, but I Daniel Bryan because you told me to knock out Daniel Bryan. Anyway, after she basically asked Big Show to get on his knees and beg the WWE Universe to ask for their forgiveness, he refused to do that. Thank God. He wasn't crying. Hallelujah. Grew his balls back. Stephanie slapped him a few times and basically fired his ass. So he went backstage. Kind of had the feeling that Big Show wouldn't be done at this point in time. It wouldn't be the last you see of him in the show, and that turned out to be the case. Ziggler and Sandow had a match, decent match. Ziggler won. Next, Maddox had a backstage segment with Steph. Basically, Steph giving him a dress down, basically saying that, failed as general manager. We left you in charge of the show last night being Battleground. Um, and so many things went wrong. Now Trish is having to go away to sort all that shit out, whatever. Next, then they made an announcement that they were going to. Oh, sorry, excuse me, I had a big problem with this part. Then they cut right back after the break, and then they showed that during the break they were singing "Happy Birthday" to Bruno Sammartino. Why the fuck are they not singing "Happy Birthday" to him during the show? What kind of bullshit is that? This is one of your most important, best, arguably, WWE champions of all time. You're gonna sing "Happy Birthday" to him during the break. I have this fucking fun. I refuse to get that WWE app, motherfucker. And nothing is gonna make me get it. Nothing. Fuck's sake. If you advertise it less, you would have had my interest. Anyway, that's my little mini rant over. And Rosa Mendez, Oksana, and Alicia Fox. Oh, tear that ass up. Versus Natalia, Jojo, and that redhead one. I always forget. Fucking Eva Marie. I think that's her name. Title Deep is one. Next. Um, then Brad Marks announces that there'll be a special guest referee to control the match between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, because obviously there was no WWE champion decided from yesterday. So part of Steph's dress down was that he should go out there and make it up to the audience. So part of his making it up to the audience was creating the match, saying that this time there'll be a special guest referee to control things. And they had three choices, which you saw throughout the night, were HBK, Booker T, and Bob Backlund. Now, this was meant to be heavily stacked towards HBK. Spoiler alert, it was HBK. That's going to be special guest referee between their match at Hell in a Cell. I so badly wanted Bob Backlund to win that. I'll tell you what, that almost made me get the fucking app just to make sure that I put my vote for that. That would have been funny to fucking watch. But yeah, HBK won it. Obviously, for storyline purposes, it makes a lot of fucking sense. It creates some suspense and a lot of anticipation for maybe a HBK heel turn. So we'll see what happens. Next was sorry, I've lost my way. Um, yeah, basically they lost Constitutors. Why the fuck they? Epico and Prima. I refuse to call them by their gimmick name. Epico and Prima versus 3MB. Epico and Prima won. Next, CM Punk had a little. Sorry, Paul Heyman and the Paul Heyman guys were in the middle of the ring, kind of promo. CM Punk came out to interrupt that promo. Then R-Truth randomly came out and said, "Well, fuck it, let's me and you buddy up and go against Bareback and their Axel." So that's exactly what happened. CM Punk and R-Truth win. R-Truth actually picked up a pinfall victory, so they're giving R-Truth a mini push there, which is interesting. And then, and the match that had me the most intrigued was Orton versus Kofi. And for no one that knows about Orton versus Kofi, you pan back to about 2004 and see why Kofi Kingston stopped getting a fucking push. That's kind of why I hate Orton. Because, it's hard enough for a black guy to get ahead in the WWE. But Kofi was just starting to get over. And so people was just starting to give a shit about Kofi Kingston. Then he had one match with Randy Orton and all that shit got buried. It got buried. That's stupid, stupid shit. You don't watch the match if you don't know it. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton, stupid, stupid. Type it in YouTube, I guarantee you find it. But that one match killed Kofi's career. Because if you don't know by now, Kofi has at least one botch in every single fucking match. So I was waiting to see what would happen if Kofi had a botch against Orton. But I noticed that the match wasn't a typical Kofi Kingston pace. They were very careful. It was very slow and lethargic. For a Kofi Kingston match, it was very weird. They did the spots that they had some nice spots. Um, my favourite one being Orton's DDT off the barricade onto the ground. That's in the end how he won, really. Kind of pushed him into the ring. I think he RKO'd him after that. That was good. But yeah, it was interesting. I followed that one quite carefully. But yeah, there was no more stupid moments. Like Orton won that, and then Daniel Bryan came out, attacked Orton over the top rope, whooped the shit out of Orton. I ain't gonna lie. In the end, Orton had to start running away. I like that Daniel Bryan, that intense shit. That's what made me start to like him in the fucking first place. And I believe that's what made him so popular. So I think we need to keep that up, keep that intensity going. Um, then Alberta and Vicky had a backstage segment. Basically, Alberta trying to woo Vicky into allowing Alberta, not to put him in any difficult situation. Clearly, Vicky has had this happen to her a lot of times. Edge, Dolph. So obviously, she kind of realised that he's trying to play me for a fool. So the next segment was involved Vicky and Alberta. Before they cut into that, um, apparently REG's taking a break. I think this is part of his deal to come back to the WWE to work part-time schedules. So my suspicion is the next time you see him will be at Royal Rumble. Um, so yeah, I'm all for that. I'm not a big RVD fan. I'm sorry, internet fans. I'm not. I never have been. I don't get it. Um, but in small doses, I'm fine with that. And then John Cena is coming back. Basically, um, I have a few thoughts on this. I may do a video, I may not. Let's see how I go with these thoughts. Yes, it's about 2 months too soon. Yes, his injury was supposed to keep him out for 4 months. We're in October. I think he got his injury towards the end of. He left WWE towards the end of August. So all in all, we have had maybe 6 weeks free. I don't see that, and he's already back. Because unless I misheard and they said 4 to 6 weeks, I'm pretty sure they said 4 to 6 months. And it's just like, are you that worried about the fucking ratings? My gosh. On the other hand, I will say this. Keep him out of the WWE title picture. We all know that's the bigger title. And he's going after the World Heavyweight Championship. And I think, to be honest with you, as much as it pains me to say, I think someone of a John Cena status will make that title seem important again. It needs to seem important again. It has to seem important again. And if it doesn't distract Daniel Bryan being the top guy, I'm all for this. I just wish it wasn't so soon, but I'm all for it. I'm okay with it. And just anyone to take that fucking belt off Alberto Del Rio. For whatever reason, I would have preferred it to be Ziggler. Obviously, they're not. Ziggler's still in the doghouse. So, if there's anywhere else to go, I guess John Cena is the way to go. Fine. No problem. So, okay, whatever. So yeah, I think that covers that. Let's do a video on that one. Fandango and Ryder had a match. Fandango won. Real Americans had a match. I almost bypassed this. I have to say, fucking Cesaro is awesome. Real Americans versus Santino and Great Khali. This motherfucker picked up Great Khali in what is that, a helicopter spin or aeroplane spin or whatever you call that move. Kind of a slingshot move. And he spun him around. It weren't like once and just about got away with it. This motherfucker constantly hoisted that big motherfucker and spun him around a few times. It was a good 10 times he must have spun him around. I don't know. That motherfucker is freakishly strong. Freakishly strong. They need to do something with it. Because I would not feel comfortable WWE losing such a good talent like him. He can be amazing. If repackaged right, he can be amazing. Then Miz TV had a segment. They really don't know what the fuck to do with this. He was interrupted by the Wyatts. Miz just about got out of there before the Raw Wyatts were able to do some damage. Then the Shield versus Daniel Bryan, Cody Rhodes, Goldust. Um, and yeah, it was a good match for what it was. It was a forced finish initially where Dean Ambrose came into the ring and hit Goldust with a chair, and the ref was going to disqualify the Shield, and I thought, oh, that means the Shield had lost the match. And then Triple H was out there because he'd appeared halfway through the show and basically was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go out there and make sure that the main event is okay. Um, so he appeared and he basically was out there and he said, no, when we start the show, we've had enough of non-finishes lately. Maybe a minute after that, him and Randy Orton came in, RKO'd Orton, RKO'd Bryan into the floor, spun Bryan into the ring, and then the Shield won. Then the Shield were beating down Bryan and Goldust and Cody, and then when the Big Show came out, so then Triple H obviously backed up and like hiding behind the Shield and stuff. Shield jumped on Big Show. Big Show powered out. Then Big Show and Triple H had to stare down. Then the Shield came back involved. The Big Show powered out again. Big Show never responded this time. And then Triple H and Big Show were face to face at this point. And then fucking finally Big Show does something smart. He didn't cry. He didn't cry all the show. I was watching carefully. He didn't cry all the show. And he knocked out Triple H. I was like, yes, this motherfucker actually did something correct. So, yeah, all in all, it was a good show. He got a major pop for knocking out Triple H. Major. Biggest pop of the night for knocking out that. So they're obviously doing something right. I know none of us are liking this Big Show crime shit, but people are into it. Casual fan is into it. So, yeah, I think it was better than last week anyway. Last week the show I didn't really like too tough, but this one was alright. And you had several feuds starting as a result of this, or continuing, or some sort of build up heading towards Hell in the Cell. So yeah, I'm all for it. Hope you like this video. Please do comment, subscribe, like this video. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna stop promising you guys some shit. Because every time I promise shit, I never seem to deliver. Maybe if I just don't say anything, I'll find some time to actually do a video. But hopefully you guys should hear from me soon. Take care. Peace.